there's a thing where we always have to remember this, and it always feels harsh. Sam Walkerdine is just there. It's the build-up towards Liverpool versus Arsenal, and part of why literally Sam can work with us, I think, is because there's actually a fair bit of mutual respect between Liverpool and Arsenal, to be honest with you. It's not like imagine being a Blue and doing Sam's job, or imagine being a United supporter and doing Sam's job. It would be. We'd all struggle on all sides, you know. But Sam, you know, he's got to sit here, he's got to listen to us do this now. Where, for me, the really difficult and you're laughing at him. The really difficult and strange part of it all is, I think, Arsenal may be on a road towards getting back to what they should be. But what they are for me is, you know, I often say there's only 2 football clubs that matter in England, but I think for a period of time there's been 3, and it's Liverpool, Man United, and the third one's actually Arsenal. They are the team that has looked the most likely to sort of break that Liverpool and Man United thing on and off. They are a great old club. They have got a grand old tradition, and yet the fall from grace, it's almost terrifying, to be honest with you. And I say that as someone, you're quite philosophical, I'm quite philosophical about football. It comes, it goes. But what's happened to Arsenal, I couldn't be that philosophical about it, if I'm honest with you.
It'd be harsh, wouldn't it? I mean, you know, the closest we've experienced is obviously, you know, the grim thoughts, the dark nights of Hicks and Gillette, and wondering where, you know, the club was heading, and getting beat by Blackpool and getting beat by Wolves, and sorry for reminding everyone, and you know, like, was it Bolton, I think, on New Year's Day, where loads of people just didn't go, and it was like, you know, that's mad. Hello. Like, we all, you know, but like, well, exactly, and you know,
I never went to Blackpool.
You love football that much, and you've decided to stay away. That is wild, and that type of stuff has happened at Arsenal, and look, you know, it's ended up being. Obviously, we do take the mick out of Sam on the regular. Like, it's ended up being like they're almost like a bit of a joke. And the saddest thing he said to me in recent times was, you know, like, he's had it where we've beat them and no one's even mentioned it. No one's texted them. There's no banter around it, if you like, because we fully expected to batter them, because they're not a force. You know what I mean? They're not our rival. They're not up there. Like, I tried to inject that kind of thing into something I did this week, where I said, I was asked who did the one, well, how did I see the Manchester derby go, and what did I want to happen? You know, because the lad was on Irish radio, and he was like, you know, I wonder how a Scouser feels about that. And I said, I want Man United to win and win handsomely, because they're no threat of ours right now. And he was like, wow.
Yeah. No, the wild part, I think the wild parts are massive. That's sort of the strange Arsenal thing. You know, this is going out in the run-up to us playing them, and obviously they could beat us. They could come to Anfield and win, because anyone can, you know what I mean? It's a game of footy still. It's still a toss of a coin as you go all the way through.
Smith Rowe might do a Maradona.
Yeah, genuinely it's possible, and you've got to always allow for the possibility. What I find hard is, I don't like it when Aston Villa sing ironic songs. They've won the fucking European Cup. When I've been recently on and off listening to some Arsenal games, what I've found hard is when I feel as though their supporters are getting in on the irony of it all, Ian, and
they're going gallows, like.
Yeah, they're going gallows, but I still don't like it. Like, you've got to punch that weight, and I want Arsenal punching that weight. When Arsenal come to Anfield, if we beat them, I want them devastated we've beaten them. I want there to be people giving Sam down the banks, which I never do because I'm an angel. But I want all of that to happen, because the football match should mean something, and I don't want Arsenal supporters shrugging their shoulders coming away going, well, what do you expect from Anfield? And that to me is almost the hardest part, and I never want us to be like that, because every night I see in Arsenal, I worry at times it could conceivably in some way happen to us, and we've never done ironic stuff like that. No. We've never done we've never done going down and so are we, or you know what I mean, all that stuff. We've never done that.
For England.
We did do Hodgson for England, but you've got to never do that, I think.
No, I agree, and I think what's been quite damning for Arsenal, there's been times over recent years where if you were hand-picking which team you want to come to Anfield, Arsenal wouldn't have been far from one of those teams, because they have fallen from grace. And you look at, it'll be 2022 end of the season, and it'll be 18 years with a league title, and it's just mad how quick that just creeps up. And you think, fuck me, you know, 2004, if you'd have asked any of those Arsenal fans after going the season unbeaten, that by the way, you're never doing it again for the next 18 years. And that's 18 years, and you're still not going to do it probably for the next 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 after that, because it's going to take you a long time to get up to that level. And we don't know what Arteta or where Arteta takes
Especially
them,
the money that was in football even then,
Yeah.
for God's sake. Champions League, the top four, all that was a thing then.
Alright, the Reds, thanks for watching a little bit of a premium Anfield Wrap video there. If you want to watch the rest of that show and get access to much, much more, click join below. That activates our YouTube membership. It means you get a premium video every day of the week. You get our post-match content, you get reviews, previews and exclusive interviews, all here from the heart of Liverpool. Follow us, follow them. Up the Reds.